Hello, welcome to the next edition of the Cool Ideas. And today I want to go ahead and try out a tribe that doesn't see a lot of play in Pioneer and Modern now, but it is a fan favorite, and that is vampires. So, since Moto is down, I can't play the deck I wanted to play in this slot. We're going to try out the brand new Markov Baron in Rakdos Madness Vampires. I'm kind of excited about trying this list. We get great things like Fiery Temper. We get Stormkirk dimmed, so that way we can pitch cards, get our Magnus sub theme going, and hopefully draw extra cards in the process. And we got the best honorary vampire, which is Fable the Mirror Breaker. So, if you guys like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and this is going to look a little bit different just because Moxfields also was acting funky. So, I'm going to do this deck list breakdown in Arena itself. So, let's get into it. Now, as you can see the breakdown, we have 4 Knight of the Even Legions, and we have 4 Epiceers, 2 Gorgers. I think Gorger's actually kind of sweet in this list. We could really hopefully maximize off of the Madness. So that'd be kind of cool. We have, of course, a Visitor as a solid way to draw against Rakdos midrange. Condemned as a way to enable our Barons as well as our Fiery Tempers. We have Fable the Mirror Breaker also to enable those same cards. So that's kind of a sweet interaction. Of course, Fable the Mirror Breaker is also pretty good with Champion it does, which works with Sorin, which works with Blood Type Harvester. So there's a lot of sub synergies in this vampire list that I think could be pretty decent. Mana base wise, you know, we have 2 Castle Locklings, 2 Hives, 3 Swamps, 1 Takenuma. We have 4 and 4 and 3 on the dual lands. Then we have 4 Pathways. So I'm actually quite excited about trying this list out. I hope you guys enjoy it. And sideboard wise, we have 3 Fatal Pushes for the aggro matchups, 2 Thoughtseizes and 2 Duress, or 3 Thoughtseizes, 2 Go Blanks for control as well as combo shells. We have Gatekeeper. This is kind of weird. It's in my Pioneer version, and it's primarily there for Lotus Field. It's one of the better vampires for that matchup because you get to eat a sorcery, and usually they try to loop as many sorceries as they can to try to combo off. You could deal 2 damage per process, so that's kind of actually important. So even though it may not come in this video because we're playing Explore, but let's see how that pans out. Then we have Crippling Fear for aggro matchups where we just name vampires and everything else dies. So, and then Necromentia also for mono green to get the Karn, as well as, you know, you can name creativity pieces. So I'm super excited about trying Rakdos Madness Vampires in Explore. Let's get into it. Blood Crypt, untapped, Night, you. So my goal today is we're going to try 3 games of best of 1, and then we'll switch into the other queue. Hit ya, pass the turn after playing in a Stormkirk. Reef, so it's Jeskai of some sort. Looks like Jeskai Prowess maybe. Play Fabled Mirror Breaker. Attack, pass. Light Scribe, goes to combat. No attacks, passes. Another Madness dude, sweet. Pitch both. Maybe. So Convoke, cast the Visitor, tap there, 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 play the Swamp, play the Knight, go to combat, attack. Alright, so he prevents the damage. Okay, so I think I'm gonna lose my Stormkirk, which is the only thing that really matters. So it survives. Okay, that's good. That's good. Swift Spia. Our board looks big, though. And we get to draw. He opts. Gets double prowess on most of his stuff. Does he beat me this turn? Show of confidence. Are we dead? 7, 15. Wow, we are so dead. Sure. Exactsies. Nope. We stay alive. We take a damage. Flip it. Put a counter on Sorin. We will put a counter on the Visitor. Play a Blood Type Harvester. Attack. Seems fine, right? I think. Swift Spia. Hits me. So, I think I block, Block. Am I dead, though? Probably. Sure. I'm off. Got me. Mountain. Firebrand. Play Knight. Go. Mountain. Charger. Epicure. Passing. Blood Crypt. Untapped. Harvester. Make a blood token. Pass the turn. Shocks himself. Clothis. No attacks. Castle. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Pass the turn. He pings me. That way he gets to eat it and deal damage to me, or another charger. Bone Crusher. I'm surprised he stomps the Knight. So we pitch the 2 Madness cards. I don't think I care about his board, so we'll bolt the face, cast the Visitor, play the land, play the Gorger, pass the turn. Maybe I should have just attacked with the Shaman. He could snipe my Visitor, goes to combat. I assume he attacks with Clothis. Seems pretty decent. I think I just chomp with the Gorger, flip the Fable. I think I have to Sorin. I have to uptick. I need to gain life. So I put this on black. Sorin. Put a counter on Visitor. That's fine. That triggers that. I should have done that reverse. Pass the turn. Alright, so he deals 2 more to me. It's going to get better, I think, once I can start making copies of this Harvester this turn. Pyromancer is pretty good. It hits me for 2. He gets to get frisky with the Clothis, which is fine. Do I risk my Condemned? I don't think so. I gain life back. So, Gorger. Copy the Harvester. We have 2. Kill the Giant. Put a counter on the Condemned. Attack. Okay. We'll go ahead and throw away the champion since I can't really play it. Pitch the Pathway. Then a red. Pass the turn. Oh no, that's lethal. Yeah. Alright, so that was a bad way to end that, but it still looks like a very promising deck against a very aggressive deck so far. So, let's get into the next. Blood Crypt. Epicure. Go. Ironically, though, we have not... I don't think we've been on the play the entire time. So, we've been on the draw. So, after this game, we'll switch it up, go to best of 3, and see how the deck stacks up against non-aggro decks, because fast, aggressive decks are usually in best of 1. And he plays a cat. No attacks, pass. Woe Strider. So, this was like Mardu Sack. Passes. We did not draw a land, which is kind of sad. So, this is technically free. Get rid of the Temper. Get rid of the Woe Strider. Stacks his goat and his cat. You know what? The human stick around? He does. Play the Baron. Pass the turn. So next turn, I think I'm going to use the blood token. Pitch this Condemned. Try to find a land. If we draw a land, we'll just Fable, of course. He is, I guess, Mardu, so you can have black removal. Plays a Swamp. Plague Crafter. Makes me eat my Epicure. Pitch a Fable. Sorin. Probably shouldn't attack with the Baron. Deal a lot of damage. Grow the Knight. Plays a Cruel Celebrant. After pushing my Knight. Another Stormkirk. Plays Sorin. Uptick Sorin. Hit ya. Takes it. Down to 5. Pass the turn. Plague Crafter. Alright, that is interesting. I think I sacked the Condemned. Attack my Sorin? Sure. That's not that big of a deal. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Minus. Put Condemned into play. Pass the turn. Woe Strider. Passes. Blood Tithe Harvester. Ironically, I don't want to pitch anything, right? Yeah, I'm good. Let's go ahead and just play both. Put the counter on Stormkirk. Attack. Alright, gain some life. Pass the turn. You really should have stacked the goat, though. So I wouldn't have gained any life. Cruel Celebrant, number 2. He's roping me. You draw a Glyph. Alright, so slow rope me. and you knew you were going to lose. So 1 and 2 with the best of 1. Let's get into best of 3. Blood Crypt tapped, go. Blackwater passing. Swamp. Stormkirk. You. Another Blackwater. Ridge. Thorin. Minus the Sorin. Put a Stormkirk into play. Hit you past the turn. Murderous Rider kills my Sorin. Well, that's kind of rude. We untap. Play Ridge. Pitch the Visitor. Play the Visitor. Play another Stormkirk. Hit you. Past the turn. I probably should have discarded this. Got 2 extra points of damage across. Yeah, that's good. You don't get anything, but... Okay, so we're going to pitch the Blood Crypt and sack a tap Condemned, which means we get to draw an extra card. We get to play a Harvester and pitch the other card. Pass the turn. I probably should just pitch both. Man, these things stack up. He needs a Wrath. Plays Murderous Rider. Draw an extra card. Kill the Rider so he doesn't get lifelink. Never mind, doesn't matter anyways. Attack. Yep, dead. Man, this deck is kind of good. So against this matchup, I don't necessarily think removal is necessary. So we might be able to bring in some Thought Seizes. Maybe down Epicure, down a Knight. Champion of Dust seems pretty decent here. Maybe a Fury Temper. You could go up more Go Blanks, but I think that's fine. This looks like a very good anti-control hand. So let's keep. Plays a Temple Deceit. Thoughtseize. Play the, I guess, discard the Wave. Plays a Retreat. Passing. We don't really have anything else to do this turn. So play Blood Crypt tapped. Thoughtseize. Painful Quandary because it's actually sweet, so I respect it. Okay, so this turn we play Ridge. We play the Knight. Play Baron. Pass the turn. Plays a Swamp. Plays a Beetle. Pitch the Pathway. Alright, so that's decent for next turn. Hit ya. So that way he doesn't get the counter. Makes sense. Pass the turn. I assume he's going to make me discard this Temper. Burn you. Untap. Turn on the Hive. Hit ya. Eat the Wave, because I don't want you getting that back. Takes 5. Grows to Knight. Alright, so he makes me pitch my Takenuma. Keep turning on the Hive. Eat the Quandary. Pass the turn. Each player sacrifice... Oh, we'll just discard another card. Alright, Baron's dealt with. Turn on the Hive. Got there. 1-0 so far with against best of 3. Let's get into next. Epicure. You. Ridge. Swamp. Hit you. Pass the turn. Canal. This could be creativity. Passes. Ridge. Fable the Mirror Breaker. If he had a counter, he'd use it. Hit you. Spite. So it definitely could still be creativity. That's one of the few decks that played this card. Unless there's something unique in Explorer that I'm not aware of. Plays a Canal and passes. No Fable for him, I suppose. So I think we just pitch both lands here. We will be getting to this Champion of Dusk. I think I start off the Sorin, because if it gets Ridge, Knight, Sorin, should eat a counter. Divide by 0. That's not the end of the world. Hit ya. Pass the turn. So this is a matchup where we bring Thought Seizes in. Go Blank seems pretty reasonable in this matchup. Prismari come in, kills my Knight. Plays an island. This looks like Gear Hulk. Maybe he's playing the Sciences. He's Foretells, which means we get the opportunity to Sorin here, which is actually quite powerful. We get to minus, put a champion into play, draw some cards, play a Blood Crypt tapped, hit you past the turn. Now he's in the predicament where he wants to have to kill Fable here. We can start copying and cloning these Dusk. That's actually quite powerful. We have a second Sorin, so we can give him both lifelink if we want. To gain the life that we're about ready to take for getting a second Dusk. Plays a tap Steam Vents. Yeah, there's the kill spell. He had to kind of kill that. Even though Sorin's probably better, but in some regards, but he doesn't know we have a second one in hand. So put a counter on Champion of Dusk. Play Stormkirk. Do I dare play the second Sorin? I think I pitch a Blood Crypt here. Grow the team. Hit ya. Gain some life back. Ship the turn. Plays a Mountain. Beholds a Multiverse. Bottoms and draws. Scoops it up. Sorin's too much. So we have Go Blank, Thoughtseize, Go Down Temper, maybe Condemned. Gatekeeper also could be a possibility. It does punish him for trying to counter our stuff, Narco Mention's okay. Probably fine, actually. Down a Baron and another Condemned. I don't like that. Play a tap land. Play Hive. Thoughtseize. Take Epiphany. Pass the turn. Don't want him suspending that. Play Pathway on Black. Play Condemned. Pass the turn. I'm assuming Fiery Impulse could be coming. Nope. Play Blood Crypt tapped. Hit ya. Pass the turn. Draws a card. I don't really think it was worth shocking myself. Be able to Sorin. Keep in mind we need to uptick Sorin because we don't want him dying to a Brotherhood end. You draw a land, plays a tap land. Knight of the Even Legion. Play a land. Play Sorin. You have Spell Pierce? I was like, that's quite impressive. Put a counter on Condemned. That should sprock the Impulse for his treasure. If he wants to. Play Knight of the Even Legion. Go to combat. Hit ya. Pass the turn. I don't want to play too much into this Wrath. So there's the Brotherhood end. I'm going to pitch the Blood Crypt to make him use his Impulse. Oh, draws a card. Plays a Coast. Now do you use it? Hits. Yeah, sure. So now we just play a land. So I have two options. I can Condemned and Baron, or I could just attack with a Hive. I think to make my Sorin better, we'll put the counter on the Condemned. This is less likely to die by a red removal spell. Yeah, okay, kills everything. Hive, hit ya. Eat Epiphany. Behold. Plays an island. Passes. Fable. I do need another red source. Memory Deluges. A Go Blink wouldn't be bad here. Volcanic Spite. Passing. Get rid of the swamp. Epicure. And guess draw a card. Divide by 0. That's fine. So now you have 7 lands. Suspend foretells a card. Flip the Fable. Play Champion. Does this say saw it coming? No. Draws a card. Champion. Chandra Hope's Beacon. Kills my dudes. Steam Vents. Hits me. Knight. Knight. Epicure. Play Baron. Divide by 0. Hall the Storm Giants. Are you going to Mascot Expedition? Epiphany. 2 turns. So this is... It gets to hit me for 4, 8, plus that. Yeah, this is lethal. I'm off. Down a Knight. Up 3, down Stormkirk. Knight. Up 3 Gatekeepers. I don't like that. Pathway on red. Gorger. Go. Canal. Passing. Epicure. Attempt to attack you for 2. Impulse. Plays a Pathway on blue. We did not find a land. Or the blood token. Pitch. Guess Sorin. Play a Knight. Hit ya. Coast. Rasp my board. We draw a Ridge. Fable. Passes after playing an island. Get rid of the Epicure. Play Sorin. Make disappear. Play tap land. Hit ya. Steam Vents tapped. Passes. Flip the Fable. Hit ya. Play Baron. Play Go Blink. Divide by 0. That means he's desperate. Sciences. Make sure he hits his land drop. Mountain. Spites my reflection. That's not the end of the world. What else do you have in hand? Alright. First Thoughtseize. He realizes his entire board's wasted. Or his hand's gone. Take to make disappear. Make you throw away your rest of your hand. And hit you for 2. He does not have a Hall. Chandra. Do you minus to kill the Baron? Yeah, if you minus, it's just bad. So, yeah. Play Pathway on black. Play Champion. Pass the turn. Upticks. Trying to dig. Gets a Memory Deluge. Gets a copy, which does nothing. This is like a Nombo right here. It's kind of a sweet idea, though. Chandra works quite well in the list. Foretells a card. Necromentia. We will name Alrund's Epiphany. Take all the Epiphanies. Play a tap land. Kill the Chandra. Pass the turn. He has another Chandra, though. You can minus and kill the Dusk. We draw another land. Pass the turn. Behold the Multiverse. Scries 2 draws, or Scries 4 draws 4. Quite powerful. A Hall would be his best draw. That is a win con. Bankbuster. That's mid. I don't really care about that one. Shocks himself. Passes. Alright, we play Visitor. I guess play the Cliffs. Pass the turn. Spite. Alright. Yeah, make Disappear makes sense because it's not good. Draws a card. Yeah, we might be losing this one. Draws another card. Cave. Upticks. Does nothing with the mana. Ugh. I could keep it for Fable the Mirror Breaker, but at the same time, like, if I ever draw a Castle Locklane, I don't want it in my hand. So, Chandra, double copy Mascot Expedition is pretty good. I don't think we're coming back. 4 vampires can't deal with this board state. Oh, look at that. We finally draw an on land. And I'm off. Alright, so 1 and 1. Let's get into the next. Catacombs tapped. Drew a land. Play Cliffs. Go. Thought Seizes. Take Sorin. Makes sense. Tap land. Swamp. Blood Tides Harvester. Go. Fatal Pushes. Swamp. So we play the Ridge. Play the Baron. Go. Brazen Borrowers. Plays a Kaido. Upticks. Draws a card. This might be Rogues. Play Baron. Go. Loots. Pathway on blue. Play Condemned. Play another Baron. You can turn on the Hive. I still think I'd go for it. Hit Kaido. So, pitch the Temper. Grow. Kill the Hive. Gain some life. Pass. Loots. Hive tapped. Passes. Play Baron. Play Hive. Everything at face. I don't even care about Kaido. Otawara bounces a Baron. Hit you to 11. Pass the turn. I still don't know what the hell this is. Is this control? You're having basically all I've seen so far is lands. That's fine. If I had one more land, one more source, I could do it. I don't want to overexert in case he has something. Just hit him. Drown on the lock. Throw away that to make 9 points of damage still. Wait, that's 7. Never mind. Never mind. Pass the turn. It never happened. My math. My math. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah. But the lore died. Emblems. Turns on the Hive. I'm so confused. He needs to be able to do combat damage. What do you get out of your deck? And it has to be able to gain life and be able to block Hive. He probably shouldn't have shown this. Right? He loses. I don't think there's anything that could save him. Turn on the Hive. And eat a Thoughtseize, I guess. Boom. Okay, so he has rogues. I guess Thoughtseize is in. Temper's out. Fear in. Condemned out. I don't like that. Swamp. Cliffs. Night. Go. Okay, it is rogues. That's fine. I can care less. Hive. He doesn't have the Thought Thief. Alright, so he has Thoughtseize. Takes the Fable. To make it where our hand is a little bit worse. Play that. Let's Gorger. Thoughtseize. Another Enforcer. Mills me some lands. Take the push. Pass the turn. I think we took enough damage where we got a counter. Plays a land. Passes. Play Blood Crypt tap. Play Gorger. Or the Baron. Go. Watery Grave. Must have a blue card in hand now. Attacks. Okay. What does he get back? He gets back a Harvester. Not really impressive, though. Oh, he gets Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's not bad. Play the Harvester. Get rid of a Blood Crypt. Attack. Trades. Hits him for 3. Discards the other Enforcer. Sheoldred. Fable. Pass the turn. Invasion of Amacat. Nothing good. Makes me pitch my land that I was saving for the Fable toss. Okay. I don't think that's going to be good. All right, that's fine. I think I put the counter on the Gorger. Hit you with the Gorger. Gain some life, pass the turn. Now you can start making copies of the Shaman token. Turn on the Hive too. Nope. Pathway on black. Turns on the Hive. Everything at the battle? I mean, that's a free block. Outside of that, I don't really care. Flip the Fable. Play another Fable. Spell Pierce. I'm okay with that. Uptick on Gorger. Swing for 5. You're going to trade. We gain 5. Pass the turn. Catacombs. Turns on the Hive. Makes a copy of the Hive. Attacks. Makes a treasure. We will block here because it's free. And you could flip. You get back, I guess, a copy version of a Zareth. I mean, I got nothing. We take some damage. We play Baron. Make a copy of Harvester. Take out the Fable. We will uptick on Harvester. Pass the turn. I'm fine as long as Harvester doesn't die. Okay. Him bouncing it is fine. Actually, it's probably better to bounce my Reflection, to be honest. But I think I just do that. My guy stays alive. And I play a Harvester. Make a copy of it. Oh my god, that's great. That's great. He scoops it up. 2-1 with the deck. Technically, I got 3-1 in best of 3, but one match was like he scooped after match 1, so game 1. So let's get into the wrap up. So the deck today actually performed better than I was anticipating, right? The best of 1, I was assuming I was going to be at a disadvantage. We do have Fatal Pushes to come in and address those matchups, those games. So I felt pretty confident in the deck's ability to be able to do that. Now, the one thing I think this deck might want to do is maybe this deck wants some Sorens, because in the grindy matchups, like the last 2, like we could slow roll, not necessarily draw pieces that get more card advantage, and then we lose, which is why the key reasons why I have Visitor in this list. It is a way to get extra card advantage, and it did help do that, accomplish that goal in many of the other games. So maybe there's some world where I want to maybe play Bank Busters or 4-mana Sorin so I could uptick, look at the top card, draw. So those are the cards that I'm actually anticipating maybe to consider for the sideboard. Main board, the deck actually felt pretty solid overall. If there's anything that you thought that looked off, let me know down in the comment section. But overall, I like the deck list in the starting. Maybe I want another Castle Lochwain instead of a Swamp or something to give a little bit more card advantage in the mana base. But that seemed to be very minimal. Like, it felt pretty good overall. We consistently got our lands that we want. Like I said, the sideboard is probably where the deck needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And like I said, we didn't really face the matchup though. I think Gatekeeper is really going to shine. Lotus Field's not a thing in this format, but I wanted to play a deck today and get this up there. And I feel like this deck is actually quite competitive. For a Vampire list, I think this might be one of the better versions. Fable and the Mirror Breaker is definitely quite powerful in this list, especially with Champion of Dusk and Harvester and Epicure potentially as well. Maybe this deck needs one more ETB Vampire in the list. I don't know what I would cut though. Baron was quite powerful. Sorin's quite powerful. Condemned is kind of weird, but I think it's necessary to enable the madness spells. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I would cut. Like, the deck felt pretty solid. So like I said, if you have any suggestions, let me know down in the chat, just comment section. And until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And before you go out the door, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Talk to you soon.